I'm Dale Wilson from Byrning Spears. I've been shaping for 30 years and with Byrning Spears and hot stuff for 25. When I moved over here, I had to get out of Christchurch with the cold. I was lucky enough to stumble across this factory, which was hot stuff, and their sander had just left, and that was in '95, and I basically started the day after I arrived in the country and got to meet Rabbit, AB, H. I got taught by some pretty amazing people throughout every stage, glassing, sanding and shaping. So it's one of those things that sort of fell in my lap, and at the time I didn't really think much of it, but now I look back and just, I'm so lucky. Advice for anybody learning to shape: pick up a planer. Definitely you got to do your time. So numbers is one, so make your mates' boards, you're going to go through. But by the time you do 20, you're probably getting close to being able to see things. It's about seeing things. So really, it's pick up a planer, hand shape, do your time. Yeah, we made Kelly a board, I think probably 3 or 4 years ago. He'd snapped his ABs, so we thought, we'll get him on a new one that Jamie Byrne had shaped, and he was gold. I mean, he's an awesome guy, and you can't beat. He froths on boards, so he loves the histories of boards. He's got so much knowledge. It's like most of those guys, you never hear if they ride them or how you hear years later, oh, that board went good. It's like, oh, God, I only wondered that for 5-10 years. I do it because, one, it's such a niche market. A lot of guys don't want to do it. It's hard to make money if you're a glass or a sander. If you're doing 10 channels a day, you'll be there all day, So it's to get the highest quality. I know the next guy's me, so I'm doing that first job perfect. The next job after that's perfect. And then I just know the board's 100% the highest quality I can make. 4-channel versus 6-channel is definitely, the ultimate is the 6-channel. The 4-channel is just a bit more forgiving, so we sort of do them as a small wave board. They're good in wider boards, chunky boards, like a small wave boards basically, but nothing honestly beats the 6-channel. AB settled on it, and every time we veer, trying different things, we always end up back on the 6-channel. The surf's been like 2 foot, and it's just, I love the thing. And so really, I did it stringerless, and I can't really fault it yet, so I'm super stoked on them actually. Common mistakes with channels is, biggest one is putting them in a concave. We have a concave up the front under your front foot, but guys, yeah, they just get it wrong, and they put them deep and they put them square, and so it just makes them, you need them to, you basically make a board that's super loose and then put the channels in. So and then it straightens all the curves up as you go deeper in them. So it really, in the shaping, it's not getting the bottom contour right. And then when you're making them, like with the glassing, it's again comes back to the shaping, not having the right angles or the flies right. And then sanding. The biggest commonest thing with the glassing, you'll get this bubble that sits up on this channel and this channel, and it's just where the glass doesn't really want to play ball. And what happens is the sander comes off and just nicks that, and then you have the strip of no glass, and then you'll see the channels crack up here. So again, it's everybody that is making a channel has to be on their game, and you know, most of the guys that make channels ride them, and they appreciate how they go, and they spend that time. So yeah, you basically really, to get guys that working on channel bottoms, have to be riding them. My number one shaping tool is this, my channel block. It's a bit of 3-inch balsa, and very hard to get that curve right. And once you get it, you treasure this block. And if I see someone touch this block, they'll pay, you know. Basically do everything I do with my channels. I true the blank, the pre-cuts out. If it's a hand shape, I'll do most of my rail with it, just lengthways, but this is gold. Yeah, we've always said it's power steering for a surfboard, you know, so obviously there's a lot goes into the bottom, and you have to get that bottom right for it to work. There's, you know, so if you get the bottom wrong, the actual whole contours of the bottom, they're not going to work, you know, and yeah, they'll only go good in good ways, but a proper channel bottom should go good in all conditions, and that's where most of our guys and our customers always, and girls, always ride channels, you know, they don't ride concaves.
Oh, that's close. Close.